Let's go, eh? Come on. You want to see what I got yesterday? You want to see what I got? I just brought it home. It's on the trailer. What have you been doing in here? You've been driving this when I'm not at home. Yeah, let's wind the window down. I'm gonna wind your window down. Okay, I don't know. We haven't started this for a week, have we? And it'll start. It's cold. We're having a cold snap. That's a big gob of gooby there that you flicked at me. Oh, will it? This is a will it run video, Maggie. I don't know. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I think we might make it. Almost. Pretty good? I think we're gonna make it. Alright, let's go. Down the hill. Ah. Whee! Whee! What are you biting? I think it's time to do some work around here, isn't it? Get the mower out again. We have that new mower out. We haven't finished using it yet. We haven't finished showcasing it on the YouTube stuff yet. We need to do one more shot, and then we can make a video about it. But let's see what we got, Maggie. We got a new toy. It's on the back of the trailer. There it is. It's on the back of there. Let's have a look. Let's park this up so that we can crash start it again. The old automatic choke. Now you don't get many cars like this anymore, Maggie, with the old carburetors and the automatic choke. Yeah. That'll do. Come on then, let's go. So here we are, Maggie. This is what we came home with yesterday. We got ourselves a flail mower. Hey, I don't know what's under there. What's where that better went? Yeah, that better went somewhere. Take that back to work. I need that at work. That's for a special job. Can we see under there? Under there? I don't know. It's got those little Y flails. Yeah. I don't know why. Just because. Maggie? He's just not interested. Oh, yeah, no, you're looking on that side of it. Okay. So here we are. We got my mate down in Bundy had this, and he was having a clean up, giving me a good deal on it. So looks like before he got it, it might have had a different gearbox on it, because this looks fabricobbled, doesn't it? Someone's had a go at doing something here, putting a different I don't know what brand that is. I go and talk to me neighbour, my farmer neighbour. He knows all this stuff. He knows what the good gearbox is. But see, that doesn't even look to me to be lined up. To me, that doesn't look lined up. That looks like that. What you can see. You can see if you're looking at this thing here and the red behind, you can see there's a big taper there. It might just be, I don't know, it doesn't look right. That's not right. So that might be a self-aligning bearing though. so that might not matter too much. This here, I don't know, that just doesn't look like it's lined up right. So we'll have a look at that. He put an extra belt on it. Apparently it's got 3 belts. It only had 2 when he got it. So he's put that on it. Apparently it needs a roller down here. Bearing. And in the, oh yeah, you can probably see that that's a little bit not quite right. Yeah, so it needs a roller in there. That doesn't look like too big a roller bearing actually. It's probably a 6203 or something. 62, I don't know. Probably got some. That one looks alright. Alright, so I don't know how that works. It's got little things here. It's got little. This does something. There's got little height adjusters on there. On the skids. Oh, maybe this is supposed to, so you can adjust the belt tension. Oh, so maybe that is supposed to be a flexible sort of, not quite a dog clutch, so I don't know what sort of clutch, what sort of coupling that is, but maybe that's supposed to be like that. Huh. Yeah, oh, it's got a pivot there and something there. Alright, we'll have to have a little, I'll look at another one and see what they do. But yeah, so you know what that's probably sitting, this is sitting down on there now, so you can probably set the height. This is probably how to set the height, this roller thing. Some of the other ones that are on tow behind ones, they seem to have little, you can wind it up and down, you know, a little wind up leg that sits here and you can set the height. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this thing here. I was looking for a 4-foot one of these to, like a tow behind one that I could actually mount on the front of the old bush basher there. Maggie, let's go and have a look. Stop playing in my junk pile, you know? Yeah, the idea was, because I've welded on a bit of extra gear here, bolted on where it made this, and I can use this. Well, I actually put a bull bar on it originally, but I broke one of the bolts off. Maybe, did I break 2? Yeah, no, that one's, yeah, one of the bolts broke off and it wobbled around for ages, so I just took it off. But I can use this. This is heavy enough that I can use this to mount some sort of things. And I was thinking of mounting like a 4-foot flail mower. Hang it out the side like this, so I can go over the edge of the road and things like that, up against the fence lines and things like that. That was the idea. But this puppy here, it's a bit big. It is a bit big for that. If I still had my old out front Kubota mower, it would be an ideal thing to have mounted out the front of that, because it was a hydraulic driven, you know, it had the big 6-foot wide deck, and it was had a hydraulic motor on it to drive it. So, you know, you could get rid of all of that. You could put the hydraulic motor on the side there, and you know, take this off and you just drive around. Yeah, that'd be a great thing. But I'm thinking I might have to. This is too heavy to do that with. Hang off the front of that. Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Yeah, I was watching you. She's a funny dog, our Maggie. Anyway, come here. Get a pat. Thanks for a pat. Appreciate it. Yep, no worries. So that's dog hairs all over everything. So that's our new project that I don't really need, but my mate was having to clean up and he just mentioned it and I thought, oh yeah, I've always wanted one of those, and he gave it to me at a good deal. So and he even delivered it all the way from Bundaberg. Well, he's on his way to somewhere else, but you know, he's still no, we need his way to drop it off for me, so appreciate that. That's awesome. So now we're going to turn that into a hot pink mower, a magenta mower. Jodie doesn't want the paint colour changed. I was going to sandblast it all up and get rid of all this powder coating, but she likes the colour, so of course she does. It's pink. Hey Mags, do we want to talk about our truck project? This is our crane truck. We need to do something about this. Well, we're going to need to do something about this just to get that off the trailer. Actually, I might just back that trailer up a little bit more and poke that in here. But I think to do that, I should get rid of, what the hell have we got in here? What's that? That's the lawnmower in there. Yeah. So we got a little bit of scrap metal that I should probably get rid of. Get rid of that. Tidy this up a little bit. Because I've got the 2-post hoist coming as well, Maggie. I really need to get in here. And today I'm just I've got a few more extra surplus beams from work. We've been changing things around with all the shelving at work, and we're getting close to knowing where we are. We might be able to come back here and actually do a bit of property maintenance, which should be good. So yes, I'm going to get those beams off there. I'll put them, lean them up again out of the weather, and I'm gonna have to make some space for the 2-post hoist, which is going in here, in this bay, in the end here. I've got footings. It's all full of photocopiers in there at the moment, but one of our little projects. I've got all the wood up the top to do it. I've got a is that a wasp? Is that a wasp? I don't like wasps. We've got to get in there and replace this deck. And so how about next weekend, Maggie? Next weekend I'll make you a promise. We'll get in and we'll whip a snip around here. We'll tidy up around here. We'll tidy up in there. We'll get the crane truck going. We'll get some batteries in the crane truck so we can lift that off and we can put that there. We might, in the meantime, do we need to take some of that stuff to scrap metal? We might do that this week. Yeah? You think about that. Yeah, I'll have to work out. Might even need a crane truck to lift some of those things because they're pretty heavy. Mainly that one. Do I want to get rid of that? It's good pillow blocks and everything in that. I'll be able to use that for something one day, won't I? Of course I will. Just keep it. Is it a disease, Maggie? Keeping old shit? Is it a disease? Yeah. Been watching these videos. These people having a go at burning out stumps with 44-gallon drums. Wow. These are all the ones I've used. I got them stashed all around the place. But yeah. I see them putting the holes in the sides and putting the blower in there, the old leaf blower. And although it looks good like a forge, you really get that blasting. I think what they're not understanding. I mean, I've had, not an expert. I found out about the idea like they did from someone else, you know, and I'd heard about it. Heard that they can burn the stumps right down into the ground. And I've had mixed success. You know, I've had a few losses and I've had a few wins. And what I've worked out with it is that you really need to get the air to come from underneath, not in the side, because that's the heat's sort of starting from above the stump and going up. You want it to be drawing underneath the flue. That's a flue. That's a chimney, right? That's where you know, and it needs to be drawing in underneath there. And if you can get that right down against the ground, against the stump or against the ground, but you need to have a gap. You need to have, like, I usually put 3 or 4 rocks around the bottom. Just have a little bit of an air gap where it can draw in underneath, and that works out well. This one here, Baz and Chris have decided to keep this one now, I think, or do it up. Maybe they're going to do it up and sell it. Chris has got a few jobs at his place for it, and so they're going to come down and pick. So now they've got this machine here, which was in the shed, but I'm glad it's not now because I needed the room. So they're going to come pick that up at some stage, and I'll have to put the charger on that and make sure it's... Hey Max, put the charger on that and make sure it's all good, and be able to get that out of the way, have a tidy up. So what are we going to do? How about I go and put these away, Max, eh? You just hang around. This is the heavy one. We should have made some space for it first, eh, mate? Let me show you guys something about. We're talking about those 44-gallon drums. That's what we call them, 205-litre drums in the metric system, just like in Pulp Fiction. So, one way of cutting out the drums is to cut with a grinder around the inside, but you get sharp edges. Another way, old school way, is to get an old cold chisel and chisel. And that's a pretty good way. That's a pretty good way. But the best way, you get that old 9-inch grinder out. Everyone's got a 9-inch grinder, haven't they? And you this is what you end up with. This is what you get left with. Let me show you. I don't know which one. This one's been done like that. This one here's been done like that. You grind the lip. You grind the lip off the top. You grind the lip off the top of here, where it's been folded over, and then this just falls out like this. So you can use this as a drip tray. Quite handy as a drip tray, and you don't have any sharp edges. There you go, here's a little tip for you. I'll show you one day. I've got a few more. When I bought one of my trucks, I bought it from a pool shop, swimming pool shop that was closing down, and they had a whole lot of drums, 44-gallon drums we call them. You call them 55s. I don't know who calls what. Who's right, Maggie? Don't want to know. Okay, we don't want to get into the argument about who's right about 55 and 44-gallon drums. I mean, they're not the same size, are they? But anyway, so they had a whole bunch of these drums that they used to stack all their pools on, swimming pools, and I got a load off them. I got a whole bunch of junk. Seem to collect junk. Is it a disease, Maggie? Is it good for you? When the apocalypse comes, maybe I'll have enough stuff to keep all. I got plenty of projects. See, there's another drum over there. That I got burn drums everywhere. I got them up in the bushes there where I've burnt out stumps. And like I say, I was starting to talk to you about the stumps before. They do really work. I had one that seemed to, like, it burnt down 1.5 foot into the ground, easy, maybe even more. Burnt all the roots out, right down into it. Then I've got some trees. Just might depend on what type of trees they are. Just did not even touch it. I even tried quite a few times with all sorts of things, cutting down into the stump and all sorts of things, and it just didn't do nothing. I ended up covering the stump over, shifted the road across, and I cut it down nice and flush with the chainsaw. Probably cost me a chain doing it. I don't like cutting anywhere near dirt with my chainsaws, but I cut it down nice and close, and I covered it up. But yeah, some of them worked really well, and it might just depend on what type of tree it is, what type of stump, how long it's been. One of the ones I had problems up there with was the milkwood tree, and it seemed to be, I mean, I don't know which one of these. I can't see any milkwoods here. They're big, tall. But oh, they could be. When we're going back up the top, we'll see if we can see a milkwood. But big, tall, straight trees, and they seem to, when you cut them, this white sap comes out of them. So I reckon it seals up, and if it's called a milkwood tree, maybe it's just full of milk. So it might be too wet to burn. I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. But haven't worked it all out yet. I don't know everything. But as far as burning out stumps, I've done a fair bit of it. It can take a bit of time. If you've got time to build up a fire and wait for it to burn down, great. Sometimes you can get that done in one day, and then other times it just doesn't want to burn. Hey Mags, got to clean up this shit. This is the last stuff that came off the last trailer load of when we shifted. I was going to keep all that stuff, but it just didn't happen. It rained the night that we backed the trailer in, and I don't know, it was pretty late that night, and we didn't unpack it, and we had nowhere to put it, and anyway, that's going to have to, that's aluminium and some chipboard, so that'll get burnt and recycled. Still haven't finished tidying up after the we built all these footings for the shipping container, concreted all these up. I don't know if I can't remember if we filmed that, but yeah, we made some nice footings there. I'll have to get rid of all the temporary footings and bits of concrete around here. I might even put a little bit of a roof on there, because we've got plenty of roofing materials there, haven't we? Got some beams and posts and stuff. We might put another little lean-to thing out here. It'd be a nice little. The vines. Nature comes and takes its stuff back, eh? You can put a claim down. See, there is a lime tree, and there is a lime tree. We've got to go and save those again. The coconut tree is doing better. But, all those vines. Okay, as soon as we get done at work, Maggie, as soon as we get sort of shifted in properly and all that, and get everything tidied up, we don't have to come and do weekends at work anymore. And we'll come here and we'll spend some time here. What do you reckon? With you. Doing stuff. We've got plenty of stuff to do. Alright, Mags, let's go, eh? Let's go and see if your mum's done that last load of washing. We'll go to work, get the paperwork done, do a few more bits of I'm going to put the door frame up, put the trim around the door frame, and what else are we going to do? I've got to get ready for a job tomorrow, haven't I? A couple of jobs out west. Do a bit of prep. Alright, here we go. don't bite the steering wheel. For sakes. You don't have to bite things. Make it used to bite all our tyres. I think, yeah, Chopper. I think we've trained her off it. That rear vision mirror, she just snatched that from there, threw it into the footwell. Lately she's been trying to bite off the old lock pin there, what do they call that, the door lock. She just had to go up my steering wheel there. Oh, milkwood. That's not one. That's not one. But it was right here actually. It's down here. It's right. This is where it fell. This is where the stump is. It's right here. Right here. No, just there somewhere. Because it was in between. Where was it? It might have been in between. Might have been just there. Might have been just there, I think. Right about here, because you had to drive in between these two trees. Now this tree here was a nicer looking tree. You're right in your nest there. You got a little nest of coconut. All the vines are coming. We're gonna have to go and get the chemical lawnmower out and spray. Oh. I'll get back to our project of cleaning up. Oh, we got which project? Which project? So, all right. We've plenty to clean up here. We'll have a few fires. Get the bulldozer started. We'll put a new motor in that one. Do an engine conversion. Yeah, all the gunner do's. That's the decking there. I know it's crying shame. It slipped off the old stands there. Got wet one time and was pushed into the ground. Then all the bloody wood fell off because it was all too heavy for it. And I haven't picked it up. I'm just going to go and put it straight onto the back of that truck deck. I might have to use some of these for beams. So, I'll for a tidy up. Hey Max, what do you reckon? Alright. That's just a little update. We'll get back into the mowing soon. Finish that off. That's a good little gig, that one. Alright. Thanks for watching. Stop recording. Stop recording! Oh, there's the bull bar. Hey, Max. Do you want to go and do some work? Paperwork? You want to do paperwork? You just get to lie there and roll around on your back.